What do you think? Good. Morning, everybody. It's Tuesday morning, December 10, 2019, and I just dropped Grant off, headed into work for the day. And it's been a pretty successful week. So I think I mentioned it yesterday probably, but we're essentially trying potty training again with Grant, and he seems really excited about it. He's doing it, and it's successful. So last week, pretty damn nearly every single day, well, every day that I had him, which was almost every day, all but Wednesday last week, he had potty accidents. And you know, we're trying to figure out some ideas. I was talking about with my parents and this and that, but you know, I kind of brought up the potty training failure concept again, and my mom's like, well, all we can do is try. She's like, let's try it again or something. She's like, let's do, you know, 3 allocated time slots a day for him to just sit on the bathroom toilet and just see what happens. And yesterday he went in the toilet some more after school, and then he went a little tiny soft one last night before bed. So, you know, that was like, we started this on Sunday. So Sunday afternoon, Sunday night, he went in the potty both of those times. And then yesterday he went 2 out of 3 times and puts him in the potty. So we're talking 4 out of the 5 times he sat, he actually puts him in there. So I call that a win. I mean, it would appear as if he evacuated everything he had. So it might be another day or something before he goes more. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I don't know if his mom will be on board. I told her to follow up with it. I told her what we're doing, and she was on board. She said that, you know, she's been seeing the same problems, you know, where he hides it, he lies about it, all sorts of stuff. So, so the way we're doing it is if he has an accident throughout the entire course of a day, he gets like a unhappy sticker on his daily chart. If he has no accidents all day, then he gets a happy sticker, and that's what he got yesterday. So yesterday was his first happy sticker. Excuse me. He was excited about it, and I was excited about it. So everyone was happy with it. So pretty awesome stuff. So having said that, yeah, we're gonna keep up with it. So we'll see. Unfortunately, he goes by his mom's for the next 5 days. I don't think she has the discipline to carry this out, especially like on the weekends, because he'll probably be at friends' houses or who knows what. So we're gonna have to kind of figure that part out. But this is another big reason why I have to deal with this so much, is because he goes over there. I don't think she gives him medicine, so he gets insanely backed up, and then he just starts shitting all over the place. So headed into work, and today's the day I'm finally going to convert my server that I have at work over to an ESX host, or a virtual server host. So I'm going to be running VMware 5.5, which is a really old version, but I have like an unlimited license key for it, which opens up or unlocks all kinds of features and different things like that. I'm going to be running connections from that, or it's going to be on the new network, let me just say that. So new network being the my Cisco 3750 switch network. And yesterday I installed a quad port NIC into this, so it has 2 onboard copper NICs. It has the quad port copper NIC, and then it also has the dual port fiber Ethernet card that can do 10 gig. None of my switches or anything like that support 10 gig. So, what are you doing, lady? So, no turn signal. So I have 6 Ethernet ports and then 2 fiber that are also Ethernet, but 10 gig. So, probably the onboard or something like that I'll use as a management to connect to the host itself. And then I will start carving or using the quad port for each server. So I guess, I don't know, I guess what I'll do is I'll just assign a single NIC port for each machine that I build, and that way they each have their own IP address. They would normally if it was a virtual, but so that'll give me 4. So that'll be the domain controller, the PF-Sense. I know I had more planned, but probably the Plex server, and then I'll have to look at my notes, but that'll be it for right now. And then I think I wanted to do, what was it, like my own DNS server or something like that. So they're each gonna get their own physical NICs, so that way they're not using virtual NICs that slices up the network connection, the one network connection. So that's the plan. We're gonna see how this goes. I've only dabbled with it at home, but once I kind of get it loaded at work, I'll have much more time to play with it. I don't have the time or the space to have this set up and running at home. That server's really loud and stuff. So trying to think what else is going on. Not much. So that server that I got at work, it's got 192 gigs of RAM. It's got 6 copper ports, and it has a CD drive, which is actually kind of desirable for me with my old software. Excuse me. You can set it so any of the servers you use boot from that CD drive, so I can use it to like install operating systems and stuff like that. So there's ways to mount ISOs and all that. I just haven't figured it out yet. To me, it's just more intuitive and easier just to pop a disk in the drive and just run it like normal. A while back, maybe a month or so ago, I made a P2V copy of the server as it is now. P2V, P2, the number 2V means physical to virtual. So after I get the host up and running, I should somehow, some way be able to load the copy of the server that I have now and run it virtually. So I basically, it's called virtualizing a physical server. We'll see how it goes. I've never done that before, but I just thought it was kind of cool. And that physical that I currently have that I'm going to convert over, it's just a Windows 7 machine. So ultimately, or ideally, it would probably be best or better to run like a Windows 10 instead. But believe it or not, I didn't have a disk for Windows 10. I have a USB thumb drive installed for Windows 10, and I couldn't figure out how to get, I don't think there's a way, but I couldn't get the ESX server or host to boot from USB. So I can only get it to boot from CD. So that's kind of something that I haven't figured out yet. So we'll see how this goes. I don't know when I'll have a chance to do this. I have a couple meetings today, so maybe this morning I'll get it loaded with the software, and then this afternoon I'll have a little bit of time to play with it. But this week is pretty busy. But the potty training thing is working well. I've been leaving work earlier and earlier. I've been getting Grant to school at 7:15 instead of like 7:30, which makes a big difference. So I'm getting to work more closer to 8 than 8:30 or 8:15. So it's kind of cool, kind of nice. But so I've been still researching this BattleBot idea, and it's not really that cheap. You know, I was kind of hoping like an ant or beetle weight BattleBot would be cheaper. I did find a resource for a 3D printed drum or egg beater style BattleBot that might be cheaper. The only thing is the guy gave a grocery list of pieces and parts that you need, and I need or would need to buy all of that sort of stuff and then get it printed or 3D printed or whatever. That's more the route that I wanted to go. We do have a 3D printer at work, but I think they were having some sort of issues or problems with it. So I don't know yet. I might have to look into that. So otherwise, there's resources online. You can just send it to like a print shop, and then they just mail you the stuff that you print. But if it's cheaper to go, to go this route with like the 3D printing or whatever, I'm thinking it'll just be easier and better to do it that way. Excuse me. And then anything that breaks, I can just, you know, reprint or whatever. We'll see, but it's the exact style that I wanted. These vertical drum egg beater styles, or they call them beater styles. They seem to be the most explosive, even against horizontal spinners and stuff like that. So, yeah, I want to give it a try, see what it's like. But what's cool too is I think there's even a plan to do a 3D print of the beater, so you can have a plastic beater versus a metal beater that'll fucking kill you. So I'm gonna go through at some point today and get that entire grocery list, put it in a spreadsheet, and start looking up places and prices to buy it, all those parts from, because the guy that built it's from like Australia, so all of his eBay links and all that are Australian. So there's got to be something comparable for me in the US, of course. It's just trying to track it down and get the right stuff. So yeah, we're looking at I would still have to buy the radio regardless, but we're looking at with the Viper FingerTech Viper platform, it's $150. Then I would need the radio, and then we're looking at, that would just basically be like a remote control wedge, and then all the weapon systems are $100 or more to add on to that. So we're already looking at $200 for the bot with the remote control and all that, and then we're looking at around or over $300 with the weapon systems. The cheapest weapon system would be the lifter. I think that's only $50, but everything else is like $100. That's the vertical spinner, horizontal spinner, and then the beater for that Viper. They don't have a kit that's plug and play and easy to use for the beater system, so that would have to be all custom fabricated. So when I found this printable option, I'm like, fuck yes, let's do that. So, we'll see. I don't know how much cheaper it'll be, but it's got to be cheaper. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. At least if anything, it's the style that I actually wanted versus the other one, which was it would have to be highly customized, and then it still wouldn't probably be. It's not designed from the ground up to be a beater bot. So the beater bots are a little bit different with the way they're engineered and stuff, and reinforced on the sides and stuff like that. This the Viper, it's cool for a beginner bot, but I don't know. We'll see. So that's what I'm going to look into today, because if I'm going to get something 3D printed, Christmas is in like 2 weeks. It'd be nice to get some of these pieces, some of these parts before Christmas, because we're going to be off work, school, whatever, for like a full fucking week. So it'd be cool to be able to play with this and stuff. So we'll see. We'll see what I can find out. Stay tuned. All right, you guys know what time it is. Yep, B for Booyah!
Santa time!
Alright, we are at the library. You excited? We're all excited. Yeah!
Nightmares about it. I'm gonna steal one. Sure. Just so they can
We can't leave that. Okay, so, you know, it's pretty. Keep the pom-poms in the back for now until we finish this.
Cool. It's your own ornament, and we can hang it on the tree.
Hey Santa, have you seen Cat? Cat, I didn't even recognize you. Why are you dressed like Santa? So you can give yourself a present? Me? Also me. Oh, Cat, Santa will bring you a present, won't he? What's he saying?
No, why not?
Yeah, no, why not?
Coin?
I wouldn't touch that.
Stamp.
It probably broke off of the stamper.
Yeah. You gotta hit the button.
Oh. I thought Dad was.
No, he was asking you to,
We got to see Santa. We got some books. We made an ornament. And it was a nice day. Yeah. Yay, Santa.